Today we're going to be going over the best power forwards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. So we're only going to be looking at primary power forwards. All the other guys can be seen on other lists. Obviously the shooting guard list, Michael Jordan would be somewhere on that. Cam Reddish would be somewhere on the small forward tier list. But in general, I think we've got most of the power forwards, other than Jonathan Isaac and Evan Mobley. And I will go over where those guys are at the end. So we're going to start off with John Collins. I'm going to put John Collins in good. With that Evo, he's a pretty solid card. His jumper is nice. His dunking's good. Pretty mediocre defender, but he's solid. Then at the usable meh tier, we're going to put in Julius Randle. Again, not a player I hate. Not a player I love either. Just, he's fine. He's fine with the Evo. He's good. Robert Horry is probably in the lower end of Elite. He is definitely in the lower end of Elite. Not going to say he's a bad card, but also not going to say the guy's a great card because he's just fine. Good jumper though. Gordon's jump shot is too slow. He's just too slow to put him above usable meh. If you're looking for guys that will play defense and will struggle to shoot the ball, there are better guys to run than Aaron Gordon. Just go and get yourself an Evan Mobley, or heck, just go and get yourself like a Ben Simmons or something. Okay, so Amari Stoudemire is... he's not could he be worthless? So, I'm looking through these cards. Amari might be one of the worst players on this list. I don't mind Amari Stoudemire. I actually don't. But I do think I'm going to have to put him in worthless. If I'm going to put 5 players in worthless, he's got to be one of them. AK, at this stage of the game, AK and usable but meh. He's perfectly fine. Not a bad card, but he's in this tier. Antoine Jameson, get into good. Genuinely just a solid player. Is he a great shooter? Not really. He's got Hall of Fame bully, but so does every freaking card in the game right now. Heck, you've got Hall of Fame bully on a bunch of point guards. I think Shea has Hall of Fame bully. It's mad. But yeah, Jameson getting to good tier. AD is our first player in S tier. Easily a top 5 power forward. I'm not as high on AD as most people are. I like him. I don't think he's great. I think he's just the closest player that I can describe to AD is Evan Mobley. I think AD's release is slow and green, so is Evan Mobley's. I think defensively, I would take Evan Mobley in terms of lane playing. AD is stronger, but yeah, I would put him there. Ben Simmons. Now, this is a tough one. He's so good on defense, but he's so bad at shooting, I'm going to put him in good. This is the most worthless player in the entire game. Billy Cunningham is a freaking trash can. And I cannot stress that enough. This guy is a scrub. He can't play. He's a bona fide scrub. This guy is useless. Absolutely useless. Balake Griffin, usable meh, decent release. He's a really good start of the game. I'm going to put Chris Bosh in there as well. A lot of these Shades of players were really good in Season 1. But at this stage, look, it's Christmas. These are Season 1 cards. They're in that usable but meh tier. Danny Manning, low good. Low good, he's fine. Dennis Rodman, low good. Slightly better than AK. But he's not in the upper end of good. He's definitely in the lower end. Detlef. With Detlef, I'm going to put Detlef. You see, I really like Detlef. I actually think he's a really good shooter. I think he's a really good player overall. I'm actually going to put Detlef in elite. Dirk worthless. Draymond worthless. Draymond's so bad. It's actually scary how bad Draymond is. He's a half as good version of Aaron Gordon. He's terrible. Elton Brand, usable but meh. You can just about use him. Elvin Hayes, worthless. Elvin Hayes is not good. Amari, get out of there. Get out of worthless. Giannis Antetokounmpo, S. Look, I'm not the highest on Giannis. Would I take Jonathan Isaac over him? Yeah. But I still know that the vast majority of people would take Giannis over those guys, so I'm going to have to put him in S tier. Jonathan Isaac's spot in S tier is up for debate, though. It really is up for debate. Actually, maybe not. This Giannis is going A. We're into elite players. I do rate this Giannis very, very highly. I think he's a good shooter, or he's not a great shooter, but he's a great defender. Genuinely S tier on defense. Unbelievable. I'm putting this Giannis in good. He's basically just normal Giannis from rosters, except he's got Hall of Fame bully. And I think that's enough to go into good tier. I really do. I don't think the threshold is that high to get into good tier. I will say that. I don't think there are that many unbelievable cards in this game. But yeah, I would put him in that tier. You could argue him lower, but I'll put him in good. Worthy is going into elite players. Worthy's still really, really good at this game. Great shooter. If you want to complete the trophy case, I would suggest, go for James Worthy. But the issue with James Worthy is that there's another guy later that costs like 20k that's literally just a better version of Worthy, and you have to fully complete Domination to get Worthy. So if you're not playing Domination, then yeah, it really doesn't. There's no point. If you happen to have Jeremy Grant high usable meh, he's high in that tier. Look, I'm putting Jermaine O'Neal in usable meh. His release is so ass that I'm putting him down here. Like, I won't use this guy. If you're asking me who I would rather have, Jermaine O'Neal or anyone in good, I'd take anyone in good over him. I have him, I won't use him. Josh Smith is another one of those players that's like on the Draymond scale of like, should be really good, unusable release. Absolutely unusable. Like, give me Rodman over him. Josh Smith is no. For me, it goes Draymond is the worst of them, Aaron Gordon's the middle, and Josh Smith is the best of those three. Josh Smith's release is just bad. These two guys are released so slow. Kenny and Martin, good, I guess. Kevin Garnett, good. Like, there really is like a cutoff point when it comes to power forwards. A lot of people really like Kuz, so I'm going to put Kuz into elite tier. I'm not the highest on Kyle Kuzma. I do want to stress that, but I've seen the way he likes to splash and stuff. He is very, very chicken. His release is very fast with that really nice upper. So a lot of people are not fans of Kuz. I think Kuz is like a more effective Jonathan Isaac. Look, LMA at this stage of the game, LaMarcus Aldridge is worthless. You know what, Draymond, you're getting off worthless because Lamar Odom, I hate him. I got him week 1. I think he's barely competent. I'm not even going to say he doesn't play. He's barely a competent player. Larry Johnson, I'll put him in good. Still got a really easy release to green. A really easy release to time. The issue with Larry Johnson is, though, that he wouldn't be, like, the greatest player in the world in terms of, like... in terms of just dribbling and stuff. I'm marketing, like, low good. I think that's just about where he belongs. Michael Porter Jr., good as well. Like, I can play. He's not brilliant. Nick Batum unusable, but meh. Like, Nick Batum can play. Like, Nick Batum genuinely can play. He's not the best card in the world. He's far from the worst card in the world. The guy can hoop. The guy can genuinely hoop. Okay, so next we have got Obi Toppin. I'm gonna put Obi Toppin in like low good. He's low good, high usable, but meh. Like, you might be saying, oh, he doesn't have X, Y, or Z animation. He's just effective. He just dunks on everybody. He's just a better Blake Griffin, from what I've used anyway. But yeah, he's gonna go there. Rashard Lewis, usable, but meh. Rashard Lewis is fine. I'm gonna move Jermaine O'Neal up to good. I think that's probably a good thing to do. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, good. Sharif is like Sharif's borderline going into elite. I'm gonna have to start moving some players because this is a tough one. Like, Sean Kemp, good as well. I don't think anyone's gonna really argue with that. Sean Kemp's in good. I think, what else am I gonna do with these tiers? So we've got 2 guys in S, and like Zion's gonna go into like high usable meh. So is Zebo. So we've got a total of 2 players in S tier, 3 or 4 players in elite tier, and a bunch of guys in good. So we got to bring up some guys from good tier. And the first player I'm going to bring up from good tier to elite is... This is really tough. There's a big gap. I genuinely think that I'm just going to move Detlef down and move Kuz down and literally have a tier like this. This is the first I'm not going to have 5 players in S tier, because I'm going to have to do this with the tiers at the top. I'm going to have to go like this. Thurl, you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Thurl in S. I prefer Thurl to Giannis. I do prefer Thurl to Giannis. I know a lot of people prefer Giannis to Thurl, but like, it is a legitimate debate. And I would also put Jonathan Isaac, and both Jonathan Isaac and Evan Mobley in elite. So neither of those guys are here. Both Jonathan Isaac and Evan Mobley go into elite. And we've got 4 players. We've got 5 players in elite. Because I actually do think the this Giannis is so much better than this Giannis. It's such a tough one. Screw it. I'm going to bring one more player up to elite. Mobley and Isaac belong in here, just for reference. I need to bring one player up. And I think the best player in this tier right now is, look, it would be Detlef. If I have to choose one, I'm choosing Detlef. So yeah, that would be it. So when we've gotten these lower tiers, we got the scrubs down here. We got the pretty half decent cards here. We got the good cards then. We got the elite cards plus Isaac and Mobley. And then we have got the S tier cards. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.